everybody, and welcome to Enhance Health. In this channel, we talk about all things physical and mental health. So, today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can approach a family member that you're worried about their mental illness. So, research shows that 1 in 8 people worldwide suffer from some form of mental illness. So, chances are that you know somebody who may be suffering from one form or the other. So, because of the stigma that are still around regarding mental illness, especially in some part of the world, including Africa, where I'm from, a lot of people are skeptical. They're in denial about their mental illness. They don't want to talk about it. So it can become difficult as a caring loved one to find ways to discuss with them. So today, just stay tuned today because I'm going to be sharing with you ways that you can actually do this. So the first thing to do when you're planning to talk to a family member, a loved one, a friend about their mental state, the first thing you should do is to observe them closely. So you observe their day-to-day activities, you write it down, and you can actually ask somebody else, another family member or a friend, to observe their behavior as well. This is to validate that what you are seeing is also what they're seeing, and it's just not only you noticing that. So, if you are able to confirm with another person that what you have observed, the behaviors that you have observed are real, that will go a long way in helping you, especially when you go into a discussion with a person. So, you have observed a family member, you have noted that perhaps they seem to have lost interest in their daily activities, they seem sad, perhaps they seem anxious, they don't want to get out of bed, they don't want to go to work. The bottom line is that you have noticed that there is a change in their baseline behavior. What you have always known them to be, the person that they've always been to you, the way they've always behaved, it's not what you're seeing anymore. There is a change in their behavior and you are concerned. That's when it's time to have a discussion about their health. So, if you're also curious about perhaps you're not quite sure, I have videos that I have made that discusses the differences between sadness and depression, the differences between anxiety and worry. So you can check those videos out. I'll put the links in the description below. You can just check those videos out and make sure that you know the differences between those two concepts. So you have noticed that there is a change in their baseline. You're worried. Now it's time to talk to them. So 5 ways that you can make this approach. Number 1, you have to find a date and a time that is good for you and your loved one. So you don't want to make this discussion when perhaps you're in a fight or when you are at a party or when there's a family event, and that is not the time to approach the person. So you may tell the person, listen, I do want to discuss something of importance with you. I would like to talk to you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It's nothing bad. It's just I would like to discuss something very important with you. So that's a way that you can start the discussion. So you and your loved one or a friend, you will set a date aside that it's good for both you and them. So you can sit down in a quiet area and have this discussion without any distraction or disruption. So you have to put your phone on silent and then make sure that there are no visitors that will be coming around during that time, because the last thing you want is to start this sensitive discussion with somebody and have the phone ring or have somebody come into the conversation. The person may just climb up and not want to talk to you about it anymore. So very important, make a date and a time that is good for both you and them. So number 2 is you have to approach this from a sensitive direction. You don't want it to seem like you are attacking them. You have to listen attentively to what they have to say. Take as much as they give you. So they can share with you a lot, or they can share with you as little. Just for that first, especially for that first discussion, be open-minded, come willing to listen to what they have to say, and take what they give you, as little or as much as they can give you. So, number three, do not start the discussion with sentences like, oh, you seem to be off, or you don't seem like yourself. You want to start the conversation with the observations that you have made. So remember in the beginning, I said you should write down the observations that you have made about their behavior. So this is the time that you will bring in those observations that you have. So you're going to start with, I noticed that you seem to always be in bed. You don't want to go to work anymore. You seem irritable. You're always jumping in, and you seem sad. And perhaps the kids and I are afraid to talk to you sometimes. So you wanted to start with the behaviors that you have noticed, and you're going to approach them with that. Let it be concrete things that you have seen that have been validated by somebody else. So that's the way you want to begin. And then number four, so you want to include words with like love and concern. So you're going to say, I want to talk to you today because I care about you, I care about our relationship, and I feel like talking about this may strengthen the relationship that we have. So you want to show the concern that you have. You want to help them know that you're there, you're willing to listen, you are willing to go on this journey with them towards perhaps getting them further for an evaluation in mental health. Remember, the purpose of this whole thing is to get them professional help. So these are discussions you want to have when you want to get your loved one, when you want to get them to be able to go seek help that they need. So the next thing you want to do is to don't give them diagnosis. So you're going to start with, like I said, I have noticed that you behave this way or that way, you seem sad, you're in bed, you don't want to do this or you don't want to do that. So you're going to mention the concrete behaviors that you have noticed, but you don't want to diagnose them. You don't want to say you seem to have bipolar or you seem to have schizophrenia. So because you're not, chances are you are not a mental health specialist, and even if you are, you haven't really had the time to assess this person thoroughly to determine what diagnosis they may have. So you need to refrain from diagnosing this loved one that you're talking to. So the next thing you want to do is to share your story if you have any. So if you have gone through something similar, you may want to begin with that and share how what happened to you and how you overcame it. So let's say you suffer from about or depression in the past, or you felt sad in the past, or you had anxiety in the past and you were able to come away from that. Perhaps you sought help yourself. So you can also share that personal story and tell them, hey, some time ago I felt this way or I felt that way, and this is what I did. So you let them know that they're not alone in feeling that way, and build some form of connection when you share your personal stories. So the next thing you want to do is ask open-ended questions. So you're going to say, I'm here, I'm willing to listen to you. Tell me a little bit about how you're feeling. This and this is what I have noticed, but I would really like to hear how you have been feeling this past couple of days, this past couple of weeks, this past couple of months. Share with me your feelings, how you have been feeling, and hopefully the person will be able to open up to you and share with you exactly how they have been feeling about their mental state. So after they have opened up, the next thing is to try and get them the evaluation that they need. So you can start with saying, I understand. I may not fully understand how you're feeling, but I would really like to help you to get some help. So the kids and or I will love if even if it's as a gift to me. My birthday is coming up as a gift to me. You can you can let me help you make an appointment to see a professional, to see a medical provider, to see a mental health provider, a counselor, whoever is accessible to you. So you can offer to make them an appointment for further evaluation. Now, all these signs, all these ways that I've shared with you are for somebody who is stable, who have no plans to either hurt themselves or somebody else. But if you do notice that a person, or if they tell you that they're having thoughts to harm themselves or to harm somebody else, which is if they're having suicidal thoughts or homicidal thoughts, that's the time that they need help right away. So if you're in the western part of the world, you may take them to the hospital, take them to the emergency room, call 911, and have them taken to the hospital right away for further evaluation. But if you're in some parts of the world where that is not accessible, it's the time that you need to get them in to see a professional as soon as possible. In the meantime, you do not leave them alone. You make sure that somebody is with them all the time. So these are the ways that I feel like if you approach your loved one, then they open up to you to talk to you about their mental illness, you can be able to give them the help that they need. So in my description box, I'm also going to put some resources down there that can help you further if you desire some more ways, some more resources on how to approach this topic. So I hope that you have learned a few things today. If you like this channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and take care.